If your mind already feels anxious before work has even started today, take a slow breath. Right now, you are simply on your way to work. The emails can wait a few more minutes. You do not need to mentally carry the entire day before you've even fully arrived in the morning. Right now, you are simply moving through the city like everyone else around you. And maybe your mind is already rushing ahead, thinking about deadlines, conversations, responsibilities, things you forgot yesterday, things that could go wrong later, and without realizing it, your body has already entered the day feeling tense, shoulders tight, jaw clenched, thoughts moving faster than the morning itself. But before work fully begins, slow down for a moment. Look outside the window if you can. Notice the morning light against buildings. Notice the quietness between announcements and footsteps. Notice how many people around you are carrying invisible worries too. Sometimes anxiety makes you feel isolated inside your own mind, like everyone else knows how to move through life calmly except you. But that isn't true. Most people are simply trying their best while carrying things nobody else can see. And you are allowed to be human too. You are allowed to have difficult mornings sometimes. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to move through today without demanding perfection from yourself every second. Because work anxiety has a way of making life feel smaller. Your mind becomes trapped inside future problems before they've even happened. You begin mentally preparing for stress hours before it arrives, as if worrying enough in advance could somehow protect you from uncertainty later. But all it really does is make your nervous system exhausted before the day has even started. And maybe lately, you've forgotten how to simply exist inside a morning without rushing emotionally ahead of yourself. So try this gently today. Instead of immediately thinking about everything waiting for you, notice where you are right now. The sound of the train moving, the rain against the windows, the warmth of your coffee cup, someone reading quietly nearby, a bird sitting on a wire above the street. These things still exist even during stressful seasons of life, and noticing them matters more than you think, because anxiety pulls your attention entirely into the future. But peace exists in the present moment, right here, inside ordinary mornings, inside small pauses, inside the quiet details you usually rush past without fully seeing. And no, slowing down for a few moments does not make you lazy. Breathing deeply before work does not make you weak. Protecting your nervous system is not selfish. You deserve moments of calm too, even on busy days, even during difficult seasons of life. And listen carefully. Your worth is not measured by how stressed you become. You do not need to exhaust yourself in order to prove that you care about your responsibilities. You do not need to enter every room already overwhelmed. You are allowed to move through this day one step at a time, one email at a time, one conversation at a time, one breath at a time. And if your thoughts begin spiraling again later today, pause before immediately believing every anxious thought your mind creates. Some thoughts are simply fear speaking loudly. Some thoughts are pressure. Some thoughts are exhaustion pretending to be urgency. Not every thought deserves your full attention. Sometimes your mind simply needs reassurance that you are safe enough to slow down for a moment, and that reassurance can come from very small things. A deep breath before answering a stressful message, stepping outside for fresh air, looking at the sky for a few seconds, listening to music while walking home later tonight, making tea slowly after a long day. These moments seem small, but they help remind your nervous system that life is more than constant pressure and productivity. And maybe today does not need to become perfect in order to become manageable. You do not need to control every possible outcome before allowing yourself to feel calm. You only need to stay present long enough to realize that this moment is survivable, this morning is survivable, this day is survivable, and you do not have to carry it all at once. So as your commute continues, relax your shoulders a little, unclench your jaw, take one more slow breath, and remind yourself you are allowed to move through this day calmly, one quiet morning at a time,